Heidi ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Squeeze the World, Let's Play LEGO Marvel Avengers. And when we last left off, it was party time, and I just turned the game back on, and because we saved during the party scene, it pretty much reset all of our progress at the party scene, and I don't really feel like looking up exactly what we did. I do remember us setting up the piano. I do remember us setting up a pool table, I think. I don't know what the drink is for, though. And there were also a lot of other things that we set up in order to be able to get mini-kits requiring some folks that we don't have unlocked yet, like Quicksilver, I believe, was one of them, because there was a, if I remember correctly, there was a ramp that came up this way. But it also did erase the mini-kits that we did get, as well as the True Avengers, the True Avengers title that we got by getting all the studs, so we gotta get all the studs again. But that's okay, at least I know that we'll get enough studs doing this to get the title again.
Fly right up to the General's palace, I drop it at his feet, I'm like, boom, you looking for this?
Boom, you looking for this? Yeah, but just keep on telling it.
I don't know why I just stopped talking. We've seen all these. So it's pretty much going to be a lot of retreading right now because, like I said, I don't know what exactly we've done, and I didn't feel like looking it up again and just doing it off camera. I really felt like just going in and starting the recording pretty much right away. So there's going to be a lot of retreading in this part as to stuff that we've done before. But we've already spent like a part and a half in this party. We could spend like another part and a half. Why not? Now, seeing as we did just, you know, have a fresh, I don't want to say fresh, like, well, I guess refreshing of the memory, I guess you could say. I mean, this isn't like a recent thing. I mean, despite the fact that I said that I was going to, you know, do some more parts the following day, I never did. So this is actually over a week later that I'm playing this game, and the game has had a chance to stop and restart, so hopefully any glitches that might have been affecting me will be reset. But I did look up at that at the box up here that I thought was meant to be a thing, but I guess still isn't. It's still not glowing or anything, so I don't know if that's actually the solution to going on with the story. I really don't see why this is a like a necessary scene for the game anyway. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could have some fun doing stuff. But look, we can mess around at the Stark party and stuff, and maybe we'll see that scene where everyone tries to lift Thor's hammer but can't. But I don't know. This made the piano because just to speed things up a little bit. I'm still gonna, you know, try to destroy stuff to get all these studs, but I am going to be also, you know, doing the puzzles as we come across them like this. Like, I know this was meant to get the piano, and it also kicked Thor out of the party, if I remember correctly, when we did this. And then we did something else, I think, that got us the dartboard, and that kicked out Captain America, but, mostly relearning stuff. Well, yeah, we power this with Thor. Charge up first. And shoot the lightning. And then it starts playing, and then they start dancing, and then Thor leaves the party. May as well go ahead and shoot these, might as well go ahead and shoot these, just to build this for posterity. Why not? I know that we need Quicksilver in order to be able to activate that, and we don't have anyone else who can, so that's just gonna sit there. But it'll at least give me another chance to, you know, keep looking around and see if I missed something from last time. But it is a good thing that I know that I don't normally hit these save points because of, you know, how it saves and whatnot. Like, I don't want to, you know, mess something up and then, you know, have to come back and I can't show part of it on a video or something like that, because that pretty much happened one time. But I do kind of find it more of a blessing than a curse in this case, because I did pay attention and save all the videos properly, so we didn't have to do the first part of the stage with Ultron again. Or, well, with making Ultron. See, there's a scanny thing, there's Falcon there.
The world is crazy.
I want to play as Falcon. Why can't we have Falcon in the party? Yeah, speaking of Marvel stuff, I do need to get caught up on my comics again. I have still been, picking them up here and there, but I finally got my back order of Doctor Strange #2 in. And I had gotten, like, issues 3 through 6 in the meantime, but we were just waiting on issue 2 to show up, because I was like, yeah. The story with that is I picked up #1 because I was, I'm kind of interested in Doctor Strange, and I wanted to, read the first issue to see if I wanted to follow it. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool, but then I completely neglected to add it to my basically my subscription box at the comic book store. And by the time issue 3 came out, I was like, oh wow, and I told the guy who owns the place, Joe, we're on first name basis because I frequent his store so often. Do we have any issue 2 of Doctor Strange? Because I totally forgot to reserve those. And he's like, no, we'll have to back order it. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind waiting for back orders. I'm not very persnickety on having, first editions or anything like that, as long as I can read the story. Like, I have a second printing of Spider-Man Deadpool #1. I was patient on that, and, I like the story. It's good, so that's all I really care about. I'm not a big super uber collector, I guess you can say, when it comes to this. I just, like, look at the comics I'm interested in. If I have to, get the trade, I will. I think that the only real thing that I have going against me, not really going against me right now, I don't really want to say that, but one comic series that I have most of, because it was like a IDW does a lot of 5-issue miniseries. It was Legends of Baldur's Gate, which I first picked up because it's got Minsk on the cover. And then I got issue 1 and 2, and then this was before we got the comic book store that I frequent in my town. There's another comic book store in Richmond that my friend Richard and I'll go to sometimes. And as more Baldur's Gate came out, we just kept not going to the comic book store. And when the one here showed up, I asked if he could, special order the other issues, because I only had issues 1 and 2 out of 5. And as far as I know, he put 3, 4, and 5 on back order, but only 4 and 5 ever showed up. And I have been unable to finish reading Legends of Baldur's Gate because I don't have issue 3. And I can't really go on with, go on with issue 4 unless I have issue 3 to know what's going on. And like I've said with a lot of this stuff, continuity is very important to me. And it really irks me sometimes, like if it references something, especially if it references something to something I normally don't read, then I'll have to get that thing. Why am I switching to Steve? It should be Tony. He fixes things. Like right now, I don't know what a lot of people say about the New 52, because I just got into comics like within the past few months, like within the past half year or so. So I'm very much still fledgling. I don't know if there's a verb for that. I am a fledgling comic reader, collector guy thing. I have been, as I said in my latest blog post, we don't have a laser guy, do we? Can you laser when you're not an Iron Man? No, you can't. Okay. Not even with the circle button? No. Okay. I think this is where we got to before, and then we couldn't do anything else, or at least I couldn't find a thing to do. So let's get back to searching searching again for the very first time. Well, continuing to talk about comic books, I guess. I've been binge watching Atop the Fourth Wall because I kind of feel like I owe it to Linkara. I mean, I don't know him personally or anything. I talked to him for like 30 seconds at MagFest last year. Not this past MagFest, but MagFest before. I talked to him for like 30 seconds in the hallway one time. And the last day we were there. Because whole big story. I think I talked about it in my vlog while I was at MagFest this past year. I was running into so many damn celebrities, internet celebrities anyway, who I actually, really knew who they were and really liked, and I just kept not talking to them because I was too much of a fucking pussy. I was... Again, I think I talked about this before, but I was like literally... When we were in the registration line, there was our group, and then like the person behind our group in line. So literally 10 fucking feet away from me was Nintendo Capri Sun, who, as I have said many a times in my very old Let's Plays, is one of the biggest inspirations for me doing this in the first place. Never talked to him. I think I saw him again in the game room at one point. Still didn't talk to him. And I saw Linkara in the one of the lines in the dealer's room, and he was talking to someone else, who, now that I think about it, I think is another comic reviewer online. And I didn't recognize him because I wasn't used to him wearing the waistcoat and the tie. I didn't realize that there was a costume change because I was so behind. I didn't talk to him then, but I saw him the next day, and I, vindicated myself by going to talk to him in the hallway while we were heading out for lunch or breakfast or whatever it was. And I actually told him that I was, behind on the series, and he said, yeah, it's all good. And he, thanked me for my support and all that. And even though I don't personally know him, I just, like, some schmuck who went up to him and talked to him for, like, a minute in the hallway. Or, like, the atrium or whatever the fuck. But I feel like now that I told him all that, I feel like I owe him to at least get caught up. So I've been doing that for the past, like, week or so, just been watching Atop the Fourth Wall. Yeah. I know that, basically I've just been watching it on YouTube, like all the stuff that he's put up on YouTube, and I know that that's not really all up to date, because I know that Blip TV is now defunct, which is where a lot of the Channel Awesome people put up their videos. So I think he's moving over to YouTube because Blip is now defunct, so he can't host his videos there anymore. But I'm pretty much at I was in the middle of the Gunslinger arc, which was 2013. I'm like in the middle of 2014 now. So I'm getting there. I'm pretty much watched everything that he has up now, but he's still putting up things like every day to get caught up. And I'm still not seeing anything that I can do here. Black Widow, can you help me? Oh, but I can punch that chair. Stan Lee, can you help me? I don't have much time left in this part. It's been more of same as the last part. I only got a minute left on my timer, so like a minute and a half. Hawkeye, some help, buddy. What do? I still don't know what to do. There's still no signs pointing to the next 10 parts of this Let's Play are going to be me wandering around this damn party trying to figure out what to do because the game's certainly not going to tell me. I'm seriously considering looking this up in a walkthrough or something, I swear to God. I don't really want to do that. Because I'm literally back where I started. Or back where I ended last time. I've got silver boxes I can't blow up because I don't have anyone with explosives. I have a gold panel I can't do anything with because I don't have anyone with lasers. I don't have Quicksilver to go on that ramp. I literally can't do anything else, and that box isn't budging. So when we come back, hopefully we can figure out what to do. I'll go through at least one other part before looking this crap up, because this is getting on my nerves now. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?